Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and yes, I am reviewing the second and last Oscar-winning animated short film, of course in celebration of the Oscars and with Oscar-winning movie week, etc. Yes, this Oscar-winning animated short film, not to mention it's celebrating its anniversary, and it's a Disney short film, and it was screened alongside with Big Hero 6. That's right, guys. I am reviewing from 2014, Feast. Yes, Feast. What a great Disney short film this is, because with, the storytelling, and, for this being around, 8 to 9 minutes, and, with beautiful animation, need I go on? But, before I continue on, as always, read the description / the story. The story of one man's love life is seen through the eyes of his best friend and dog, Winston. Originally from the streets before being adopted, Winston's diet evolves in tandem with his owner's relationship status. Okay, so the short film itself, again, like I said, it was screened alongside with Big Hero 6, and my experience seeing this short film, well, me and my parents, we went to go see Big Hero 6, and of course, with this short film being played before the movie. And yeah, because me and my parents, we enjoyed the short film, and of course, as well as Big Hero 6. And when the Oscars came along, a year after the short film and Big Hero 6 came out, I was happy to see that both of them won. I don't seem to recall if there were any animated films alongside with the short films that would be screened alongside with them if both of them have won Oscars. Have there been? I can't remember, and you guys can let me know on that in the comments section. But I do remember, before Feast, another good Disney animated short film, The Paper Man, that won Best Animated Short Film, and the movie that was screened with that short film was Wreck-It Ralph. But unfortunately, Wreck-It Ralph didn't win for Best Animated Feature. Brave did, but still, it was great to see Brave win. So that's an example. Again, I don't seem to recall if both the short film and the animated film, together, when seen at the movie theaters, both winning Oscars, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah. But anyways, so with Feast itself, the story is pretty good because, again, this dog on the streets named Winston is discovered and adopted by this human named James. And here's the thing, because yeah, there are a couple of voices in this short film. I mean, the two main human characters, they do have a bit of lines, but as for the others, they voice additional characters. So yeah. So again, James, the main human character who discovers and adopts Winston, being voiced by Tommy Snyder. Yeah, I think I got that right. Yeah, and so again, James adopts Winston, and we see Winston living as a house pet and, eating so much food, eating dog food at first, and then James starts to feed Winston human food. And because human food is not good for pets, I don't know. I mean, with the short film, I guess we are to assume that Winston's diet is pretty good, and he seems to be okay eating human food, I guess. What about chocolate? Chocolate is bad. I don't know about Winston, but I'm just saying. I'm just now thinking of that, because anyways, so, yeah. Of course, this short film has a lot of hilarious moments. Again, because Winston being fed a lot of human food, from bacon, eggs, meatballs, pizza, The list goes on, even when James has friends over, like watching football, yeah, and just, even when, like, food goes flying, because, you know, when they're cheering for the winners of, you know, the football game, it just goes flying and, let me have it, like what Winston's doing is funny. And then, at one point, while James and Winston, they're at a restaurant, and Winston having his own table and his own, plate of food, James meets this waitress named Kirby, voiced by Katie Lowes, I think, either one, if you know me sometimes, okay? So yeah, Kirby, this waitress, she and James fall in love, and we see that, well, with James and Kirby having a date. And the thing is, well, James, he eats a lot of food, like, you know, a lot of meat and such. For Kirby, she's a vegetarian, and James is trying to make a good impression on her by just going along with what she eats, vegetarian food. But that doesn't go too well for Winston, because, you know, like when he goes for the bowl of dog food, Kirby would sometimes sit a leaf, yeah. And Kirby just, I mean, not Kirby, Winston, he does try the vegetarian food at first, but he just spits it out. He does not like it. He's unhappy for a little while that, you know, he's not getting the food that he loves to eat, as well as James. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I don't think he's, I want to say he's not jealous of what's going on between James and Kirby, if you get what I'm saying. I don't think so. He's just, I think, yeah, he's just upset about, you know, the food that, you know, he's not eating. So, and for James and Kirby, well, they're happy as they can be, like, you know, them cuddling and even, like, dancing in the kitchen. But then, at one point, things are not looking too good for James and Kirby. My guess is probably, well, because, you know, he misses, like, eating the meat stuff. I were to assume, you know. And then at one point, because Kirby, she breaks up with James, she walks out, and James, he then gets the food out, and Winston eating some of it. And we see that James is just beyond depressed. He really loved Kirby, even holding that piece of, like, leaf, you know, just staring at it, you know, because, of course, it reminds him of her. And Winston is starting to feel bad and sorry for his human, and, you know, he's trying to get James's attention, barking at him, and Winston knows what to do. He knows the right thing to do. He grabs the piece of leaf, and he makes his way out the window and heading straight to the restaurant to, you know, get Kirby and James back. And Winston succeeds. That's a good dog. Yeah, and so, of course, thanks to Winston, Kirby and James, they're back together, and they get married. And it's nice to see that, you know, they get a happy ending. And there's a moment where Winston, because for a little while he didn't touch the food in his bowl, you know, the dog food, but he did munch on it a little bit, and he just went to sleep, you know, right next to the bowl. And then we see him, you know, waking up to meatballs, because meatballs are being rolled over to him. And we see that James and Kirby, they have a child of their own. They have a son. It's a boy. And yeah, the boy and Winston, they, of course, they get along pretty well. They become buddies, of course. And you know, James and Kirby's son just feeding Winston whatever the heck it is. And even when the credits roll, we get stilled shots of, you know, some pretty funny moments with Winston and you know, the family. Yeah, and that was a great way to end the short film right there, because, you know, what better way to end it? Well, because now Winston has a little master. There you go. And I tell you, because this Disney animated short film, it rightfully so won Best and it rightfully so won for Best Animated Feature, as well as Big Hero 6 when it won Best Animated Feature. Again, when me and my mom, we were watching the Oscars / the Academy Awards, I was happy to see that both of them, Feast and Big Hero 6, they won the Oscars. Yeah, it was great. And the animation, I want to talk about the animation because the animation is fantastic. I want to say it was at the peak before future animated films like, say, the Spider-Verse films, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Mutant Mayhem, them coming along. And I think, yeah, because I'm pretty sure those animated films would do that kind of animation like what Feast did, and that one animated show on Netflix, I think. But if you get what I'm saying, I feel like, yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, because there are some similarities, with the animation in Feast and with, those animated feature films doing that kind of style, you get what I'm saying. But with that being said, Feast is a great Disney animated short film. The story was good, the characters, what was going on, and, through the point of view of, the little dog Winston. Yeah, just really good. Some funny moments, emotional moments, and, there being a happy ending, of course. I mean, this is Disney we're talking about, so, yeah, and the animation, fantastic, and, yeah, the music in this was good, too. Just everything about Feast was good, and I'm giving Feast 10 out of 10 stars. Yes, 10 out of 10 stars for Disney's Feast. And what about you guys? What do you think of the short film itself, Feast? Like, did you see it in theaters alongside with, of course, Big Hero 6? Were you happy to see that it won for Best Animated Feature? All that I've had to say about it. And what did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Disney's Feast. More review videos are on the way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / review. And, well, in conclusion, reviewing Oscar-winning animated short films has come to a close. It's been fun with, the animated short films that won for Best Animated Feature that I've reviewed, and that also goes with, what I reviewed for Oscar-winning Movie Week. And I can't wait until next year. And the Oscars, well, they're upon us. Take care, and peace out.